Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris and if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to review the new Cult Mayhem palettes by Bad Habit Beauty. This palette is of course a part of the Cult series Luxe line. Shout out to my sister Grace for buying this for me because your girl had to pay some bills and I couldn't get this palette. Thank you, Grace. I have already played with this palette. It is on my eyes, so we are going to just dive right into this review. Before we do that though, if you want to, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Totally up to you. And if you want to be notified for whenever I load a new video, you can click the bell button too. Alright guys, so here's the beautiful packaging of Mayhem. It is just absolutely stunning. I love the gold and I love the design. Of course, like their other Cult palettes, this one does go deeper in the center. Like this says Cult is like ripped and then it says Mayhem. So the ripped part is actually deeper into this palette. In the back it has empty circles and the names of every shade. The box also looks just like it. In the back it has the ingredients. This does contain talc and mica, so if you're allergic to that, don't buy this palette. This has a net weight of 17.8 grams and 0.63 ounces. And of course it is cruelty free. Can I just say, you guys, the design is just so good. They're getting better and better, I feel like. I mean, I have all of the other ones in this line and each of them are just so beautiful. This one just lives up to their standards. I love me some Bad Habit palettes and I feel like the Cult line is really good. Now on that note, I will say that this particular palette I feel a little so-so about. Let me explain. So the inside of course comes with a very big mirror, just like the other ones. You can fold it all the way back and it does come with a slipcover. On the slipcover it has the information about the shadows and how to use it to get extreme payoff, and of course I will read it to you. It says, Cult Mayhem, welcome to Mayhem. These 10 shadows feature our luxuriously smooth pressed powder formula. Apply using a brush for best blendability. For a more intense payoff, use a dampened brush. And this is how the palette looks. I personally would have loved a matte in this shade. Whenever I do an eye look, I do grab a matte. So I would have to grab another palette just to make an eye look. For today, I did use only this palette because I wanted to test it out, just this palette. But normally I would have to grab another one. And that really depends on you. It may bother you, it may not. Depends on you. If you don't mind it, then this is no big deal. But if you do mind it, then that might be a downer for you. For me, it's a semi-downer because it really just depends on my mood, to be honest. Sometimes I might feel like it, sometimes may not. So it depends. What also makes this one different, other than the fact there is no mattes, this has no baked shadows. If I were to compare with Cult Mythos, which is on top, on the side right here, this quad right here has baked shadows, and then we have some mattes and some shimmers on this side. But this is complete shimmers, no baked shadows. So that is something different as well. And it is because of that that makes me question whether I feel like this is worth $24, because what made this line like so unique was the fact that the formula was better than their other formula, because they still make palettes with their previous formula, but what made it really special was the fact that they had baked shadows into the palettes. This new one does not have that, so I was like, is it worth $24? Right now I'm gonna give you guys some swatches. I'm actually gonna just give you all 10. It's just 10 of them. I think I'm just gonna do all 10. I'm gonna go ahead and take Chaos. Let's take Havoc. Let's take what? Dystopia? Hope I'm saying that right. Let's take Turmoil. I'm actually just gonna put them right here. Let's go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. There they are. My vanity lights are pretty darn too bright today. But yes, those are those 4. Next I'm going to take Disorder. Then I'm going to go with Strike, Temper, and then Avenge. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Ooh. Sorry, I'm taking too much. There you go. There are those 4. Now, of course, the last 2, which is Victory and Suspicion. Now, honestly, you guys, they're shimmer shades. Bad Habit does really good with shimmer shades. So here's Victory and then here is Suspicion. Beautiful shades. They all look stunning. It is a shimmer palette. I'm not expecting them to mess up with shimmers. Honestly, Bad Habit has strengths in shimmers. So I was like, of course it's going to be good shimmers. Bad habit. Each of these do feel buttery when you go in with your finger, so that is really good. Of course, with a brush it might be different. Swatches might look beautiful, but of course it may not come out the same when you apply it to your eyes. So now it's time to go into an eye demonstration. I want to show you guys how I made this look. I of course will not use a white base primer. I just put concealer on my eyes. I am however going to put setting powder under my eye because there is a bit of fallout with these two shades, and I do use those two shades. So let's get right to it. Alright guys, but there you have it. You got to see how this palette performs. I do like this palette. I do think it is very pigmented. Do I think it's worth $24? I'm not sure if I personally will go out and buy another one of this after I hit the pan, only because for me personally I prefer a matte in here, and these two shades right here are not as pressed as the rest of them, so they do have a bit of fallout on the eye, so I wasn't too crazy about that. But there are some ways around that anyway. You can put some powder down, or if you do your eyes first, then you really have no problem with this at all. I honestly don't see one unique shade in this palette. I've seen these colors in many other palettes. You can find them as single shadows with ColourPop. You can find them other places. So that's how I feel about this particular palette, which is why I'm not like, go get it. I'm not that excited for it. Am I still glad that I have it? Heck yeah, because I like the Cult series and I do like Bad Habit, and plus my sister got this for me. I was just like, thank you sis. Once again, this is $24 on badhabitbeauty.com. I'm not sure if it's going to be available on the Hush app just yet. When I do find out, I will go ahead and leave it in the comments down below, and you guys can find out for yourself if you can use your Hush coins towards this palette. So that's all I have to say about that. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.